Alan Moore has always been a weird, commie leftist shill, and I've said so for a long time. I've also said I don't really like his works because of it. It's always been about deconstructing heroes, making things dark, making things a terrible sort of future with no sort of optimistic look to it whatsoever. That's what Watchmen really was. It was taking Steve Ditko's wonderful heroes from the 60s and then twisting them into these corrupt, annoying creatures. And so that's what Alan Moore has done. He did the same thing with Miracle Man. And of course, those are like hailed as like the best works of comics. It's really ridiculous. It's ruined comics, if anything. And he knows it. He knows that he is paying for this later on, and he knows that he is responsible for destroying the genre. But let's not have him hold up a hero like he came and changed his mind on everything. He's still being a weird leftist out there, and this is the news today. Watchmen and Saga of the Swamp Thing scribe Alan Moore says he's asked DC Comics to send all of his money to any future series or films to Black Lives Matter. That's right. So this is 2023. Everybody knows that Black Lives Matter was a scam by this group that was just trying to funnel funds and of course just grift off of people feeling bad about the death of George Floyd. That's what it all was at the end of the day. But never stopped the virtue signaling leftists like Alan Moore. You know, the guy's done so many drugs in his days, he probably doesn't even know what left or right is at this point, or what up or down is, or even how to tie his shoes. I mean, this is honestly where we're at. But he is still, of course, virtue signaling, and this is what happens. A notorious detractor of any alternative or expansive takes on his numerous comic book stories, Watchmen author Alan Moore has revealed he holds such disdain for the entertainment industry's various adaptations of his work that he has outright asked DC Comics to send all money from any future TV series or films to Black Lives Matter. Now, this isn't the first time he's just refused checks, refused money, things like that. He's actually caused problems for reprints for his books and, of course, his adaptations. But there's a good reason for it. I mean, if you think that The Watchmen as Alan Moore's book is pretty bad and actually destroyed comics as I do, the TV series from HBO Max is like a bastardization that, you know, it's a poor copy of a copy to the point where it's just a complete train wreck and disaster. Every time one of these comic movies like tries to go into this realm where it tries to get heady and existential or whatever, it becomes worse by the wear. And so Alan Moore knows this. He thinks it's been bastardized. He thinks it's a disaster, and he hates it. Of course he does. On top of that, he took the, of course, Miracle Man concept. He has an omnibus that finally came out of this, and he told Marvel he didn't even want his name on the work. He told them, no, don't put my name on the work. You're not allowed to put this out, blah, blah, blah. So what Marvel did with it, they actually just relabeled Alan Moore the author because of this. So the guy's weird. He doesn't want money. He is a commie, of course, so he probably doesn't actually want money. Who knows what he's doing over there? But Black Lives Matter is a crazy, crazy place to go on top of even that. Like, why would you even do this at this point? I don't know. So Alan Moore says here, I'm having a very good time of it and for literary publishing, and I own my own work. It doesn't sound like a lot if you're used to traditional grown-up publishing. Geez, look at how they phrase things even now. Just because you're with a publisher, I'm going to do a little side rant here. Doesn't mean it's grown up. Doesn't mean a publisher's more real than putting it out there yourself. That's all garbage. And it's all propagated by gatekeepers who are trying to like keep their clout going with this publishing industry, because most of them don't even make money, and the people who work for them really don't make money either. Independent's the way it's at. But it means an awful lot if you're used to the comic book industry. It does make me wish that I'd maybe gone into writing prose fiction back in the late 70s. So he's been writing prose fiction lately. I don't know how much it's making money or anything like that, but that is where he's at. And of course, any money that really is going to come in is going to come in from these TV show adaptations, but I guess he doesn't want it. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.